Today I'm going to talk about the huge difference between the twin flame runner and the twin flame chaser when it comes to attachment and detachment. And I'm creating this video because these two people's internal experiences are so different that if you are in one of them, you won't be able to understand the other person. And I'm going to tell you why exactly you behave the way you behave and why your twin flame behaves the way they behave and what is actually the healthy solution. So in order to understand it, you have to understand that a relationship and the feeling of love, the feeling of belonging is coming from your attachment system that is in the body. This is where you feel love. This is where you feel when you are with the beloved person, you feel this huge warmth within you. And it's your second part of your evolutionary development journey. At the lowest part, you have the reptile level. On the second part, you have the mammalian level that gives the ability to attach to another person. And the third one is going to be the primate level. This is where the hierarchy is in the social groups. So this is the social thinking. And this is where the huge difference is between the two of you. So when we are around, I would say age 3, that's when this attachment system, the second system, becomes active naturally. Unless you had a huge trauma. Some people had a very, very huge trauma in their early childhood, and this attachment system doesn't even get activated. So this is a type of twin flame runner as well who is unable to open up, but this is not the type I'm going to talk about. And when you get to this attachment, what that means is that you attach to your opposite gender parent. This is your opposite energy. And this is what you recreate in your adulthood, that your twin flame is going to be your opposite gender. So in reality, your twin flame is not only this one specific person. This twin flame, we have this with the opposite gender parent when we are little children, and also when we have children and we have an opposite gender child. That is also a twin flame connection, but a different one. Because what you have to understand about this is the attachment, this is love. That love has many ways of meaning, many ways of seeing it. And this is what a twin flame connection is trying to teach you, that there is more variety of love. And what happens is, so when you are around this time, age 3, you feel extremely attached to this caretaker. You give unconditional love because you don't have this top part, this primate level that would give you the ability to judge, the ability to see things in your way. So basically, it doesn't matter how your parent looks, how awful your parent is, you keep giving love. You keep going towards the parent, especially when you are under stress. And this is your natural instinct, that when something is wrong, you don't know what to do, you go towards. And this is what you keep repeating and reliving as a twin flame chaser, that I go towards you when there is a huge stress. I really want to be with you. I need that physical proximity. And the problem is that when the chaser is under stress, and even when the signs are there that the twin flame runner, or it doesn't even have to be the runner, the partner is just not there, they can't detach from the partner because they are so attached to the person. This is a very, very personal, it's attachment to the person. And the big difference between you and the runner is that the runner got attached more. It's not that you are not attached to this other awareness system, but they are more attached to this upper primate level in the nervous system. And this is where they had the betrayal wound, where they make the assumption that this person has let me down. This person wasn't there for me, and I can't trust this opposite gender parent. I fucking hate you. Whatever, it doesn't really matter, but they made this decision very early on, and they detached. So they created the thought here, the wound is here, but the feeling is in the body. So the runner is going to be more attached, the chaser is going to be more attached to this back part of the body where the deeper, the theta brainwaves are. That's why your emotions are so deep. You feel everything very deeply. You are moving. You are connected to this person so much. And your opposite is going to be more connected to these alpha brainwaves that are lighter. That's why their love is not as deep, because alpha brainwaves are higher, not as deep. And this is exactly the reason why they can, first of all, detach from you so much easier, because it doesn't go as deep as within you. And the other key reason is that this part, because it connects to the social norm, society, it connects to many. So what they really do is they detach from the person, but they don't detach from the idea of attachment. So what that means is that early on, kind of this is their internal feeling that, you know what, fuck you, parent, I'm going to get that love from other people. So they don't give up on the attachment itself, but they make it sure that they don't get stuck in that pain. And that's why these people are so social. That's why they can move away from the relationship so easily, that if they feel they don't get the love they want from you, or there are too many problems in the relationship, they go to get it from someone else. So they are not detached, they are not attached to the person as much as you are. They are able to move away, and they say, okay, I'm going to look for someone who is going to be able to give that love to me. And these are these type of people who try to, I would say, more desirable for as many people as possible, because they always kind of halfway out of the relationship. They never truly trust you, because they have this betrayal wound within them. That's why even when they feel that they are let down, they don't feel that huge crash that, oh my God, I can't believe my partner betrayed me, because deep down, it's unconscious, they don't know it, deep down, they already knew this would happen, and they are basically waiting for the signs that, okay, you know what, I knew you are not going to be good for me. I knew exactly what was going to happen, and I just wanted to make it sure that I was right. So that's the other reason that they can detach so easily. And they have this mentality that a new relationship is always better than an old one. They are not really good at repairing. They are not really good at forgiving. It's a little bit similar to if you watch the TV show How I Met Your Mother, Barney Stinson. He's a very good example of a typical kind of runner type of a person who never really gets attached to the person. And he always brings up this phrase that new is always better. And this is where the healing comes for the two of you. That the problem is that you made these decisions early on when you were a little children, and you keep reliving, you keep repeating this. And what you have to recognize is that if you are the chaser, you have this idea, should I love, should I not love, You are really stuck in this part. And the only way to overcome this, because you couldn't resolve this trauma, what to do, what not to do, you actually make a very different way of seeing this, that you see the internal experiences of your twin flame partner. It doesn't matter which one you are. Basically, if you are the runner, you have to allow your emotions to feel your own internal emotions, to see that vulnerable part of you and the other person's mistakes and weaknesses equally. And when you accept these two internal experiences, you also have to use your mind to allow that. You also have to use your mind to try to understand your partner. And you also have to be able to communicate how the partner feels. When this really happens, you create this equality within. And that's when you are able to make a very new type of a connection that is going to be different than what the runner did. That, okay, I just detach from the person. Because when you do this, you create a much healthier, because now you are an adult, much healthier connection within. That I allow you to stay in my heart. I can still love you. I accept you for who you really are, for your weaknesses, not for the idea of what I thought about you. And the other key here is that when you accept the other person who they are, you see their own individuality. It doesn't mean that you stay together. So maybe the conclusion what you are going to make is that I really love you, but this relationship is not going to work in the long term. So basically, you are able to keep your heart open. So there is no wounding. That's the key here. That is wound that we get when a relationship breaks up, when we feel hurt, that is going to be carried forward to the next relationship. But when you are able to process it, when you are able to accept it, then you are going to be able to get into a new relationship without wounds. So you don't bring the baggage with you from a previous relationship. I hope this video was helpful for you, and see you in my next video.